It's okay. Off your mic, it's okay. Off your mic,
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun lamo do.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you're watching this from, okay? It is Maiyegun, and it is live. So I haven't used my studio for the past 5 days. I don't even know if they are functioning well anymore. So I have to test run them before we can have a normal show, yeah? So that's what we are doing now. How are you? Thank you very much to those who have been sending me messages. Those of you who have taken it upon yourself to check. Maiyegun, what is going on? Maiyegun, what happened? Oh, Maiyegun, you've got flu and all that, yeah? But you know what it is like. When you have flu, you need some rest and drink a lot of water. I just don't like the feeling. However, I am going to be back soon. I promise you that. As you can see, it's almost done. But today, I'm just going to use this moment to make sure that all my equipment are still functioning so that it won't come to me late that something is wrong. No. I'm looking good. Well, thank you. But I don't really feel good. You can see from the strength of my voice, from the strength of it, you can tell that I just see the workout, I See the waka they come. I have missed you all. I've missed you. I miss myself. I mean, you miss me. I miss you. I miss the platform. I miss the temple. I miss our gist. I miss the latest. I miss every day mental some in the temple. What can one do? When you need rest, you have to take it. This broadcast is just to let you know that I'm fine. You know what I mean? I'm going to be fine, so to say. But yeah, I'm fine. We have a lot to catch up on. I agree with you. And trust me, not a day pass that I did not keep a tab on what is going on in Nigeria. As you are seeing me right now, all I think I'm going to need to keep you glued to that your screen is just what? It's just going to be the strength to stay for like 2-3 hours with you. But for now, I don't have that. Yeah, talking is a job. My job on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, right, is so intense. Even though I bring them to you like it's normal, you know what I mean? So there's so many hours and time invested, mostly to actually come arrive at everyday show on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, and trust me, I missed that. So which means that for 5 days or 6 days now, I have been watching like usual, helplessly, not being able to see anything or even like do anything about anything other than just to be like, nah, here you get. So we will be back. And if you can hear me loud and clear, forget about my voice, because I know that one doesn't have any bites now, okay? It doesn't have any bites. It's not even tape. It's not, you know what I mean? But I just want to make sure that my equipment are still very much there. So which means when I turn them on like this, they turn on. So there are so many things you could, we are going to actually be, gisting on the moment Maiyegun's Diary Politico prime time hour comes up, okay? So I saw the one Kolu did yesterday. So I'll use this chance as well to have a gist with you. So let's call it gist, not like the proper program, okay? So Kolu and his people, they woke up yesterday and they said, they were slashing transport fare by 50%. So people should go to parks. If you are going to Enugu, go to the God is Good, Abi GUO Motors. Anyway, okay? And then they tell them that you only have half of the money for your transportation. Tifnumbu and its government are going to pay them the balance. Of course, that of the train, that one is doable, But Nigeria Nigeria doesn't have any bus transport, bus transportation company or anything. Nigeria has a railway, which is quite, that one makes sense. If you say we are slashing the price of, transportation on our rail services, just to ensure that everybody has a chance of visiting home. A good gesture, you say. However, they say, but it's a good thing now. I was like, how do you people actually really think? Sometimes when they say you deserve the criminals that are leading you, you do deserve them. I'm not saying all of you. I'm talking about those Lori Buku Aboba Kuzo. Here you get. Nigeria, a big country, where criminals are leading lunatics who are also as well enslaved. Here you get. So they woke up and they said, walk into any transportation company, they will send us the bill. think that's the arrangement, Abi. They will send us the bill of how many of you came and you didn't have the full money, or how many passengers are the bus companies, how many are they carrying? Because it's a bit complicated, Abi. Well, I've seen that of the train. Okay, that one is easier. But the one for the buses is what we don't know yet. And I've been waiting for everyone to at least say, oh, yeah, I am now in Onitsha. Okay. Oh, I'm in Jos now. Lagos to Jos. Enugu to Abuja. Abuja to Port Harcourt and all those places. But here is something you need to know. For some of you, we don't get sense at all. Okay. Because most of the time, when one tries to make you understand the mediocre, or let me say the mediocrity in the, in the clowns that are running and ruining Nigeria. Okay. That is Tifnumbu and his gang coming up with, okay, you know what? Let's just say we want to pay 200 billion. Should be Nigerians are mugus. Abi? So yeah, just tell them that everybody can go to the park and travel home. Half price. We will pay the rest. So that because when they say that, it's not also free, Abi, they have to like dip their hand in your wallet and claim to be spending it on subsidizing your transportation and the rest of that. Okay, so it's not different. It's not different from that cash transfer nonsense that you have been hearing all this while. They don't make any sense. Cash transfer of 400 billion naira to 11 million households, and it is a fraud. It's fraud written all over it. But typical Nigerian, dumbo dunderhead, suffering and smiling sufferheads. We say, let us still praise them. Let us at least appreciate the good thing. Let's appreciate the good thing. Then they will show you the bill. Oh, for those of you who went and traveled in December to your villages, do you know that it cost us 300 billion naira to subsidize your travel? And then you will come out and say, hey, holy, nalayo, 200 billion, 50 billion, and all of that. But that's how they rule a country when you have, when you have a career criminals. Every time, every day, everything is a scheme for them. Trust me. And at the end of the day, oh my God. Anyway, that's just one of them. There are many other G's too. Here you get. For example, as we speak, what do you call him? There is this guy in Abuja, a musician. So the news broke 3 days ago. I was writhing in my own pain. Oh my God. My neck, and all of that stuff, right? I was writhing in that. And then I just saw that they kidnapped a musician and the entire band in Abuja. So today they freed them. Okay. So people now started saying, all these kidnappers, they should be thinking twice instead of them to go after the politicians that are ruining Nigeria, that are stealing money from Nigeria. They keep going after innocent people. And I'm like, no, people are not really 100% innocent. Here you get. Just same way when they tell you that, we never thought Tifnumbu was going to come and disappoint us like this. Who are you talking to? Maiyegun, what I'm saying is that these APC people, they are very cold-hearted people. They are very bad people. Don't blame the people that supported them. Okay, people that supported them thought maybe Tinubu will be different. Say Ogun lo ma pa e. Amini o se o ti ba sepe for Ogun. So you won't change the story. Suddenly, you are realizing that APC is the one that is disappointing you, not you that enabled them. And on like that. So I said people are not totally innocent. But if you have a country that cares about you, somebody said something the other day. I think it was Peter Obi. Yeah, I think it was Peter Obi. He was talking on a Twitter space. Okay. So, well, if you like, jump on their train. I will learn on here. But anyway, so Peter Obi was talking about the connection between rule of law, okay, and a great GDP, okay. And the Agbadorians, I just saw them go mental. I have never seen deluded people show their delusion that much. And as much as I was seeing all those reactions, I was just like, Some people came and they said, Nigeria is done for. Nigeria is gone. Forget it. All this whole thing, they are like the signs of the end time. When supposed educated young men and women decided to put their weight and their bigotry and every other negative stuff, all right, to push the agenda of a drug dealer, certificate forger, election rigger, a murderer, because they killed people just to make him your president. Okay? So when you have people like that, you don't need any other enemy in your country anymore. You already have one. So then you are now in a country where rule of law is zero. What is rule of law? Rule of law is to say if any individual, no matter highly placed they are, if they run foul of the law, they will be punished by that. And there will be no sacred cows. In Nigeria, we just heard that, you see that GSK that left Nigeria, it wasn't because of competition or poor economy. No. There was a underground violent takeover of the company by Tifnumbu. Don't let it shock you. You are living, see, a lot of you are living in Nigeria of today. You are living in an utopia. You know what is called utopia? Something that an Eldorado that you just created for yourself. Because once the bubble is burst, a lot of you will come back to the reality. Violent takeover of the company. Imagine forcefully saying you want to take a 55% share of their company when they are not offering to sell their company. And then you started frustrating them, except they are ready to play ball. And they look at the options. They were like, okay, you know what? We'll leave Nigeria, okay? And then we can now sell our product back to Nigerians through the middlemen. So today, your inhaler is ×3. Your other medications are ×3, ×4 in price, ×5. And all of this, just because some greedy, selfish criminals are using their political positions to take whatever they can take from everywhere because they can. That is enough to send all the investors away. You don't understand. Rule of law, where people just get arrested randomly, locked up, extorted. Businesses are being extorted. Police and the rest of them are harassing businesses, and you don't understand the connection between the rule of law and the GDP. When you have a country where you have rule of law, in the UK, a company can sue UK government, and the UK government will have to settle as rule of law. So they will stay here. If you go to other countries like that, where personal interest never overrides national interest. In Nigeria, personal interest are overriding national interest at will. And who suffers? You. Those of you who are forming intellectuals on social media, intelligent idiots. You are defending a drug dealer. In our lifetime, young people, old men and women, they are defending drug dealer, druggy. So I think that is why Diwere also decided to become a law unto himself. That is called, at least a lot of you were following the Simfubara and the Were Wike's fight, Abi. I was following too. In fact, when Kolu called the meeting inside the asshole rock, and he came out with his own resolution. You've seen it. I would have shown you all of that, if not because of that, that break. I would have. 27 House of Assembly members of Rivers State defected to APC, citing division within PDP, which is not true. Do you understand? So there is no that kind of division that could have prompted them to decay. So they lost their seats, literally. Okay? So Kolu now became law unto himself. Presidiots. Kolu. He now called all of them to ask Old Rock to give a directive. And that directive is the 27 House of Assembly members who decamped to APC. They should return to office, but they have already decamped. They are now in APC. There's nothing changing that. Simfubara should go and withdraw all cases against them from courts. And they too must withdraw the impeachment notice against Fubara. Okay? And then everything should go back to normal. But there are already legal roadblocks that have been activated since this whole thing started. So who the hell is Kolu? A drug dealer and illiteracy. Some of you forgot that sometimes being able to read and write, which is what they say makes you educated, okay? It doesn't really make you educated, because education is sort of deeper or more than just being able to read and write. Okay, you can be very, very educated, right, without being able to read and write. Because read and write is also subjective. You know that it's debatable. So I'm a Yoruba man. So if I can't read or write in English, I can speak my Yoruba very well, intelligently. Yeah? I mean intelligently. So you can't say, okay, because I'm not educated in English and what have you, then I'm not. Just same way with other languages, because when you say English, then you see French, Swedish, and all those like other languages like that, okay? But Nigerians and some of these Olori Buruku leaders that you have, a lot of them can only sort of read and write, but they are mostly stuck, dead, illiterates in all their actions. And that is why you can tell that the poverty that is running in Nigeria, okay, the poverty that is running in Nigeria is not the lack, it's not just the lack of money, okay? That's why you see all your leaders, your criminal leaders, who have stolen enough. Billions here, billions there, billions here, and all of that there. Eh? And yet, the country they are running is worse than a ghetto, so to say. So why did I say that? You see, Tifnumbu, the Jaga Adit, the Jaga Banditi. He, he sort of live, or should I say people around him, they live in the world, okay, that is completely in contrast to reality. And they don't mind. Like they don't care, like, they don't really mind. Or if not, number one, you are president, Abby, you are the president, okay? And then Werewike, a minister in Abuja, is doing everything, okay, to remove a governor that will not give him 25% of River State money, okay? And you now came out with a resolution, and that resolution says all the interest of Werewike should be fulfilled if Simfubara want to remain as governor. Listen to me, that's what they said though. They said Tifnubu was planning to declare, they would do something and he would declare a state of emergency in River State, remove Fubara, okay, and then until further notice. Well, why did I say some of them are, some of them pretended to be educated, but they are stark illiterates? Is that, number one, no, Nigeria system and the impunity in it, okay, they're like 5 and 6, so you can't separate them. But however, they pretend to be educated, okay, when they are not. Put it that way. So Kolu forgot that in River State, in fact, before I even get to that, I was also reading somewhere where some of you obedient, you started defending, you have started defending Fubara because of Wiki. I saw somewhere where somebody said, Fubara let us down. Fubara disappointed us. I was like, hello? I know. Fubara disappointed us. Disappointed you. Have you forgotten what they did in River State on the 20, what was that day again? 25th of December. February, wasn't it? Have you forgotten what they did to you who identified as obedient or labor or what have you in River State for this same Tifnumbu? Have you forgotten? Of course, you can't just have forgotten. And listen, Werewike and Simfubara and Tifnumbu and the rest of them, right? They belong into the same hell that shouldn't have existed. Okay? But I know a lot of you are already feeling like, Sim will fight, Sim will do this. So Sim came out and he said, there's no amount that is too much for peace. He's spineless, of course. And he knows that no matter how long it takes or how long it drags, with a wicked that brought him into that position and all that, owns him. And he doesn't even have what it takes to really fight him. I can say that to you like confidently. But a lot of you, for some reason, instead of you to camp, you're supposed to camp on one side and watch them destroy themselves. You are beginning to shout, Sim will show him. You will see what Sim will do. You will see what Kiniko will do. Anyway, like I said, it's just a gist. I could have come up with a lot of things to share with you today. But again, that's one of them. think I've got a few others, but since it shows that a lot of us have been able to, been able to hear me now and do that. So that means my equipments are still working. They haven't, you know, eloped me. So thank you. Okay. So I'm going to see everyone some other time. I was hoping that we can put together a program this evening, but I don't really think I have that great of a strength to last for 3 hours when the doctor said I should rest, I should relax more. I've been doing nothing than just relax, relax. Drink warm water, drink water, drink water, more water, not even tea, water, water, you know. So, anyway, I mean, I know that I'll be back maybe now that 1 day or 2 day, 2 days rather. I actually really wanted to. I've got some saved clips. Um, that I would normally want to share with us, like build a story or build other stories around, and then keep you glued. But it will all come to the strength, and I don't want to be sounding sick. Sorry about that. I don't want to be sounding unwell too much, and that would be so sad to watch. You just sit down there and be like, oh, look at Maiyegun. Oh, Maiyegun. You just be like, oh, look at Maiyegun. Maiyegun, go and get some rest and all that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go have some shower. Bath. Go soak myself in a bath soon, and then I see how that goes. So thank you very much for tuning in this impromptu, unplanned, unannounced, short broadcast. Okay, and thanks to everyone. To my friends who, okay, I'll keep that to myself. Don't worry, because it may never reach the right audience what I wanted to say, but I'll say it some other time. Okay, so thanks so much to everyone. The Yoruba Unionists, Lofuna, that have taken your time to reach out as well. Thank you. To my friends on Facebook, one even said, Maiyegun, are you sure it's not a juju attack? I was like, calm down. John is juju attack. I said I get flu. You say juju attack. Maiyegun, we need to be very careful. Juju attack, I be flu. About surely to buy Nigeria. If to see Nigeria day, if to see Nigeria day. Now malaria, they will call it malaria, I think. Yeah, malaria or fever or what is that serious one there again? Is that malaria that is the serious one? The one that if you get it, they will quarantine you. They will put you in a quarantine or quarantine you. Yeah, they will lock you up in a place. Nobody will touch you. Any doctor that wants to come and check you and see if you are feeling well, they're going to wear all this overall cover on their head, their body, everywhere. And they're going to walk in like person will say, Baba, you get contagion. But it's flu. And flu can dehydrate you, right? When you have to sneeze and sneeze and sneeze and all of that. So you need more water in your system. So somebody said that COVID, well, people said that could be good. But COVID is different. I've had COVID, I believe. Typhoid. Now that one worse. If you get typhoid or malaria, you don't get that in the UK ever. And if anybody should get it, imagine if anybody should get malaria or typhoid in the UK, they will take you out of the entire world. They will put you somewhere, quarantine you there. Like say Baba, and COVID you get to him, like saying COVID you get, or something worse. Even COVID is still better. If you have COVID, they'll take you somewhere and say, oh, COVID, oh yeah, treat it, another is gonna go. All of shit test, also malaria. Malaria, okay. Malaria symptoms in your body in the UK. Because normally you would have, you would have taken some of those injections that would prevent that. You will never get that. So, but if you walk anywhere and you say, hey, that's another worse one, a fever. Oh my God, I think I've had that too. I think that's also, that one that you just have to be like, hit. Martinelli, you know what they talk now? It's every little thing. Oh, my life could just tire you. You might say, oh my God, why? Mm-hmm. And Maxwell, I understand. Body no be firewood, they say. And sometimes when it happens. But there's something I observed too. I'm grateful to everybody who reached out to. I mean, me, I no lie. People actually like a lot of people. As usual. That's those who could reach out, those who could get me. So you get. So, and to be honest, right, I have never been this sick. I've never felt this, like, I can't remember in my adult life if I've ever been this sick. Like, I can't remember. It was that bad and scary, and you won't believe it if I tell you this. I have not had a proper meal for at least 5 straight days now, because I couldn't eat. I couldn't. All I had to do is just drink. So it was yesterday that I felt like, you know what? I'm gonna go try grapes. Why not? So I got myself a pack or 2 packs of grapes. So I finished one, and I felt like, oh, that felt like food. Grapes, like just like those black grapes, right? Those reddish one. I munched everything. Water plus grape oil plus everything, or more, rehydrates me straight. So, I won't believe it. I go, 5 days. Just 5 days. You know what I tell people? I say, if if anything happens to me that I'm unable to eat semo, that's a problem. But Baba, I can't even think of it. Can't. The thought of it alone will begin to make me feel unsettled. Like, oh God, no, no. And I can be like that for like hours until I feel like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go drink water. I'll drink water, mostly warm water, and then kind of recool me and all of that, But you see, one thing in this country, I'll tell you that one before I go. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad though. For somebody like me, for somebody like me living in the UK, to be honest, right, I belong to the categories of what do you call it? At least some of the well-to-do in the UK by standard. Okay, I won't lie to you. I'm kind of well off here, right? Now, if I compare what I am worth here to what is going to be converted to if I am actually in Nigeria, and then I have to consider what would both earn me. They are different. I was there like unwell and all that. You have to stay early in the morning to call their doctor. Then you call the doctor and they have to give you an appointment and all of that. Once it's flu, they are mostly just going to advise you to go and drink water until you can no longer breathe. Unless you are dying, there's no point in going to the hospital. Like what? In Nigeria, if I am well to do, I will have a private doctor that comes and come and see me. I can have one here, and I'm going to begin to look into it too. In Nigeria, I will have a best private doctor to check me. How much is it going to be? You don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like if we compare my lifestyle here and my worth, and we take them back to Nigeria and I convert them there and I'm living there. Okay. By now, I would have probably have like about 3, 4, 5 specialists that would have come around to say, oh yeah, okay, sir. You need to, we are prescribing this for you. We are prescribing that for you and all of that stuff. But here, Baba, it took me 2 days to even get them to give me an appointment. And when they finally gave me one, I knew it. I said, I need antibiotics. Give me some antibiotics so that whatever is inside, okay, don't worry, we'll give you some, but let's test you first. Oh, then test me back, front, side, everywhere, my hair, my mouth, everything. And the guy said, it's true that you have the flu and all that. However, you don't need anything. Serious? No. Because the reason why we can't give you the antibiotic is that if we give you now when you don't really need it, by the time, let's say in the future, you really need antibiotics, then your system will be resistant to it. So it won't work. And then that's when you need it. So what you will do now is you can go back home, keep using the painkillers, drink water. And if you are about to die, you can call us. Then we can do something. No, I know. That's another one too. You see? That's another one. Somebody said, Maiyegun, say it is also in that same Nigeria, they will begin to tell you saying a spiritual attack. They begin to say, Leon showed you last song. I just came back. If it be my sister that will come back from my church, because that one kind of, she loves me so much, so I believe. She may be the one to come back from my church and say, they have told us to pray for you by the special grace and all that stuff. That's another thing, and there are so many people that have been misled. Instead of seeking proper medical care, they send them on a wild goose chase, looking for who is there, who want to kill them, attacking them spiritually, and all of that. Here you get, but yeah, that's another angle. But Baba, there are people who are rich and who are not kind of stupid. Here you get. For me, for the kind of person I am, and then somebody who was raised in a Jebu, that logic may not work on me. Here you get. Like, I won't be sick and I'll feel like maybe it's a spiritual attack and all that. So it may not really work on me. Right? But I get your drift. A lot of people will begin to say a lot of things. Here you get. And before you know it, you can't die. Hey! I said, don't kill him. What the power boy? I can't waste boy. They've killed that guy. Hey, very promising guy. This life, evil people. Evil. Which evil people kill him? Hey now, they kill him. Igbalode. It's like we have actually missed ourselves. So, and I'm now doing this where some of you are waking up in America early in the morning. Early momo. You woke up early momo and you see Maiyegun talking. Say, hey, Maiyegun. It's me. Igbalode. I've not been, what they say, Ojojo she Ogun. Ogun will feel all right. So, Ogun take a break, Neil. Igbalode. I know. So, anyway, that's one thing I don't like about this place. And I've started hearing people say they are already going private in the UK. They showed me one private hospital. Eh? One circle. They showed me one private hospital. Hmm? Sorry. So they showed me one private hospital in Glasgow. I was like, oh, that looks fancy. I could sign up for that. And all you have to do is just, apart from, even the NHS, where the NHS UK, where they collect my money, where I know they use, you know. So it would be of no difference if I could pay NHS £1,540 just to use their NHS. I mean, private hospital, with the probably contribution of £100 or £200 a month, will cover my entire family for any kind of medical treatment, including surgeries and the rest of that. It's like a health insurance. You know what I mean? So I'm contemplating that, even though my being unwell has made me lost revenues, of course. But they say health is wealth. When you have your health, you can always have your wealth. Mhm. So yeah, I'm getting back. Agbeke said that it sounded better than yesterday or 2 days ago. And I think I would agree. Like I could talk that it is not like man, you needed to see me 4, 5, let's say 3, 4, 5 days ago. It wasn't a good sight, right? But thank you to everyone. Like I said, all of you, the Templars, brethren in the Temple of Truth, the Yoruba Unionists, and the rest of everybody who has shown concern. Here is what I wanted to say earlier. And that's that in the fact that we missed ourselves and all that, but there's something, there's something that kind of struck me. You want me to tell you? See, averagely, daily on Maiyegun's Diary Political, I get to kind of see the influx of over 50,000 people flocking on my channel, okay, dissecting everything I have uploaded. You know what I mean? Over 50,000. Sometimes it can be, it used to be more than that. You know what I mean? Like, but this, their social media algorithm and the rest of that nonsense, okay? Wow. Baba. When you are alive, do everything you can, okay? Do everything that you can to either speak up or stand up for what is right, okay? Just do yours. And when it is your day to die, just die quietly and move. And I don't know if I can say move on, because the rest of the world will move on. Oshupa said they are calling you because they are seeing you. All of you are calling Maiyegun because you're still seeing me. Last 5 days gave me a sort of a chill. You know what happened? It didn't take long. Before some of you, once you check, it's not there. It didn't take long before some of you stopped watching Maiyegun. And I have the stats. Okay. So I'm not blaming you. It's also my philosophy too. Sure, you get. Like if you are living your life to impress people or living your life to impress others, you are just being stupid. Okay. It's like trying to make trying to use the money you don't have to buy the stuffs you don't need to impress the people you don't know, but you just feel like they are there. Okay. For those of you who want to live your life out of, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you need the validation of the world and the rest. See, if I die tomorrow, majority of you will not visit this channel anymore, except if you stumble on it. Oh, I love Maiyegun so much. I cannot miss him. Last 5 days told me otherwise. I'm not, like I said, I'm not blaming you. It's what life is generally. That's how it is. That's why you have to make sure that when you have your chance, stand upright, stand firm, and even if you are going to be the only person standing, because once you are gone, the world moves on. You don't know. So I checked this morning and it said, oh, the last 48 hours, only 14,000 people visited your channel. I was like, really? That used to be 100,000, 150,000. Said, that's it. That's it. You are only useful when you are active. Don't let anything get into your head. Whatever position you find yourself in life, don't let it get into your head and make you feel like you are like irreplaceable. Everyone is replaceable. Everyone. Trust me, everyone. And that's why I'm like, you know, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for my life. And I am also very grateful for the fact that I have learned about life. Like they say, life arc at a very young age. And I continue to preach that to the majority of you. Don't live your life because you want to impress people that don't give a damn about you. Eh? A lot of you want to say, oh, I love that Maiyegun man. I love that guy. Of course you do. And I appreciate that. Seriously. You know what I mean? But we all have a role to play at a certain stage of this world. So when you have that when you have that call upon, don't take it like you are that, what do you call it? You are that special thing that I don't know if those who deserves to hear this are hearing it. I want to believe that everyone watching me right now can think about what I just said. Okay? I am Maiyegun, always real. No coloring, no what do you call it, color coding or anything at all. No sugar coating or what have you. It is still Maiyegun. The day I will breathe my own last. I'm just gonna wherever that happens, whether on my sick bed or anywhere, wherever it is, or wherever it is, I'm gonna be like somebody who is gonna die a happy man that was never afraid to express how he feels. Here you go. Because whatever I do them to at least make those next to me to make sure they are aware of what is happening around them and how they can be affected and what they can do. Here you go. That's Maiyegun. And to everyone else, I want to say thank you too. I know I miss you, I miss everyone, and we are all good for ourselves. We are very, very good for ourselves. When we can stand up for ourselves like this, because nobody lives forever. And before you know it, we are also going to get to that stage where That is if we are lucky to live long enough. We're going to get to that stage that we're going to look back and be like, is there something we were supposed to do that we didn't do? Oh, we are happy that we did that, what we did there 40 years ago, and all that kind of things like that. So you need to, please, know that if you want to live a life of fulfillment as a man or a woman, choose and do something, right, that you personally enjoy or love. Okay? Not because of the validation of anybody from anywhere. The problem facing Nigeria spares no one. I mean, if people wake up every day to warn Nigerians of the danger that is coming ahead for them, that is contribution to humanity. It is. And if you are very good at that, do it. Do it. Not because anybody's going to tell you are good. No. Do it and keep it on. Because at the end of the day, your own little contribution there might sound little, but they are not. Your contribution could actually be impacting lives, even if it's just one or two, right? That means you have contributed to humanity in your own way. And I believe I have done so myself many times, and I'm still doing it, right? So that is just on the issue of trying to make everyone, love you or something like that. No. You can't be loved by everyone. Okay? But you can be respected by everyone. They don't have to love you. You just kind of have to wow, I respect that guy for what you stand for. I never thought I would last 30 minutes, to be honest. And that's something about the platform, okay? Because now I could just sit down here like this. And before you know it, I've already spent 2 hours, 3 hours. Because it is the temple, okay? But I'll save the energy. Now, I promise you, if I feel better before 6 p.m. today, we are going to have Maiyegun's Diary Political tonight, loaded with, as usual, right? And it's not just going to be this random talk. So thanks to everybody. And I wanted to know that I believe the worst is over. Okay? To hell with the flu or whatever name it is called. I want to believe that the worst is over. I still need to recover, So thank you very much, all of you who still kind of check every day. I know I've seen those who have been like, let's see, go back there and watch my old videos, old clips. They went there and watched them all because they're like, no, what would I do? A fan said, one of my people there on Facebook, he said, Maiyegun, where have you been? My missus has been laughing at me since I've not been able to watch Maiyegun for the past few days. I know. So the missus won't be laughing at you for long, okay? Because the worst is over. I will see you next time. I promise. So thank you very much. Okay? And you have a good one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Maiyegun Diary politico.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.